So, your front row for the IAME Bambino B final is Fraser Anderson, number 50, and Lewis Stannard, number 19, on the front row. Then it's Oliver Harrison, number 43, and James Roberts, number 23, on row 2. Then it's Jacob Giblett-Lee and Poppy Thomas on row 3. So that's numbers 28 and 44. Ellis Pullen-Memin and Logan Howes on row 4 itself. That's 46 and 88. Bethany Freeman and Finley Hands, row 5, that's 77 and 24, with Vinnie Oliver, number 17, and number 14 of Ralphie Reeves on row 6. So, there's been a lot of paper jostling around in the background, and for that I do truly apologise. So, drivers are now on the grid. So, start engines board is shown, then the 5-second board will be displayed to all our drivers, all 12 of them on the grid for the BKC IAME Bambino B final. Red lights are on the starting gantry, lights out and away we go, and it's off. 12 drivers, and here we go. Fraser Anderson and Lewis Stannard were both hopping up and down in the seats in their karts, trying to get them moving forward. So up the hill they come for the first time of asking. Fraser Anderson in the number 50 from Scotland is leading the way with Lewis Stannard. And Poppy Thomas, well done, number 44, up into third place already. She started 6th on the grid and got the whole shot, got the jump on a few other competitors. So the young lady from Llanwrda is doing great guns in the 44. But the battle between Fraser Anderson and Lewis Stannard is going to be a close one. And if Poppy Thomas carries on the way she's doing at the minute, if she keeps up the pace, she could catch these two. And looks like Ellis Pullen-Memin has also jumped up the field in the process. Looks like Ellis is now up into 4th behind Poppy. So let's just keep an eye on who's behind them as well. Oh my goodness me, Logan Howes, what a resurgence, 8th to 5th already. Now this young lad from Norwich is backed by PowerMax itself, as in PowerMax Racing, one of the top British touring car teams who have both Senna Proctor and Josh Cook behind the wheel of the Vauxhall Astras this year. And a little bit further behind, we've also got number 23, that's James Roberts making a move. That's nearly 3 wide coming out of the top of the hill. And you've also got number 43, Oliver Harrison, who started up in 3rd place, now down in 6th. So 3 minutes, 56 seconds plus an additional lap. And at the moment it's Fraser Anderson leading the way to the tune of just over 0.8 of a second from Lewis Stannard, the number 19. Poppy Thomas sitting pretty in 3rd in the number 44 and is about 2.3 seconds ahead of Ellis Pullen-Memin, with Logan Howes now up into 5th position. And he's only 0.8 of a second off the number 46, so Howes could be on a charge here. Now Logan has had the least running out of everybody and gets past Pullen-Memin. Great tow up the hill, up into turn number 4. So the number 88's done great guns to get past the number 46. Now he's got 4.3 seconds to make up in the next 3 minutes plus an additional lap. It's going to be a tall order, but I know Logan he showed great promise at the test day a month ago before his accident. But he's showing that he can turn it on when it's really required. So Little Wolverine, as he's now nicknamed by Mum and Dad, is doing great guns, having started from 8th in this final, now jumps up into 4th position. Heading down into the boot they go. Now just see the slight differences in lines here between different drivers. Some will hug the apex going through the final corner. The final couple of corners. So around at the top of the hill, round the crest. Some will take a tighter line, but then some will actually go wide, and that helps carry the momentum through into the final corner. But for some it does work, some it doesn't. Some find they scrub too much speed off. And in the meantime, Logan Howes is now pulling away from Pullen Memon and doing a fantastic job in the process. James Roberts is also in the mix here for possibly 5th place with 1 minute 55 seconds and an additional lap. And the battle between Fraser Anderson and Lewis Stannard has just heated up, ladies and gentlemen. 0.278 of a second last time around. I think the gap might be just around the same. But the number 19 is still gunning for a win. And Fraser Anderson is going to come under increased pressure. It was 0.243 last time around. 80 seconds plus an additional lap to go. It's still there for the taking. Stannard has opportunities here. And he's gone side by side. He's slungshot past Fraser Anderson to take the lead. Up at the top of turn 4 at the top of the hill. Nice work by the number 19 to make it counted when it definitely was needed. So we're down to the final minute plus an additional lap. A slightly wider line taken there by Lewis Stannard, but he's doing a great job. He's actually pulling a gap on Fraser Anderson. So into turn 7 and 8 they're going. And Stannard gets his head down, but now Anderson has got the advantage in the fact that he's now got the slipstream. He'll know when to use it. So they come through a slightly tighter line from Anderson coming through the final couple of corners. But the good thing is they're staying off that concrete because that can be deadly in the wet conditions. So they'll have this and one more lap to go to decide who's going to win the BKC IAME Bambino B final. Is it going to be Lewis Stannard? Is it going to be Fraser Anderson? Who knows? Poppy Thomas. Oh, there's a clash. A slight clash there. Fraser Anderson hits the back of Lewis Stannard and spins. Luckily enough, there was a bit of a gap between himself and Poppy Thomas to effectively secure him 2nd place. But that means that Lewis Stannard is just moments away for taking the IAME Bambino B final here at round 1 of the 2018 Bambino Kart Club Championship here at Whilton Mill. Such drama for the number 50, Fraser Anderson from Scotland. He's going to be frustrated with that. But let's just have a look at a replay. The pair come up the hill and watch what Anderson's doing. He's closed up. They go into the corner and he just nerfs the back bumper of Stannard. And it was just a clear mistake. Now, this is a little bit further down the order. Now, one of those karts there is Bethany Freeman and the other one is Oliver Harrison. Side by side. So we've got the final lap board out. So here comes Poppy Thomas to take the final lap board. There's Fraser Anderson now. 7.277 seconds adrift of Lewis Stannard. So Pullen Memon is coming under pressure from Jacob Giblett-Lee as well. But let's just keep an eye on Lewis Stannard. I tell you what, this youngster who started 2nd went past Fraser Anderson at the top of the hill just a couple of laps ago, and then Fraser Anderson thought, I can do this, hit the back bumper, and then that was it. It was all over. So here we go. Round the final corner comes the number 19 of Lewis Stannard to win the BKC IAME Bambino B final in convincing fashion. And here comes Fraser Anderson to take 2nd place. He knows he could have had 1st, but I tell you what, to recover from a spin like that and be very composed. Well done, Poppy Thomas. Hits the rostrum. 3rd place from the youngster from Llanwrda to take 3rd place. 17.7 seconds. And I tell you what, Cheryl and James Howes will be really happy. Logan Howes knows he's done a great job. From 8th to 4th in the final. Fantastic job by Little Wolverine from Norwich. And also James Roberts rounded out the top 5 with Jacob Giblettley finishing in 6th place as well. And that concludes the BKC IAME Bambino B final here at Whilton Mill. So let's just go through the grid. Let's go through the finishing order, shall we? So, but we're going to go to a replay first of all. Yet again, let's just see what happened here. Now, Stannard was defending intently. Anderson has the slightest of contact with the back bumper with his front nas out, and it just turns him around 180 degrees. But I have to say, credit where credit is due. Well done, Fraser Anderson, for picking yourself up and getting back to the finish line. So it's Lewis Stannard who wins the BKC IAME Bambino B final here at Whilton Mill, ahead of Fraser Anderson. Poppy Thomas completes the podium in the number 44 with Logan Howes, James Roberts, Jacob Giblettley, Ellis Pullen-Memon. Bethany Freeman finishes in the top 10 in the final. The number 77 finishes 8th ahead of Oliver Harrison. Finley Hands, Ralphie Reeves and Vinnie Oliver also finished the race down in 11th and 12th. So well done to our Bambino B final contingent.